Yes, Jagannath, I explained series parallel combination too. Okay, fine. I want to know principle of capacitor. Jagannath Krishnan Nair. Anyone can tell me what exactly principle of capacitor is?
So you had told that Q is directly proportional to V, and you had given a formula Q equals CV. After that, you explained series and parallel combos.
No, my dear. I made it very clear with the principle of a capacitor that an uncharged earth conductor is brought closer to a charged conductor. Then the
It
potential
increases
charge
as V
conductor
decreases.
increases. तो फिर
Yes.
और वही कंसेप्ट तो हम लोग ले रहे हैं. अगर मैं बोलूं capacitors are different type students. There are different shapes of capacitors. Parallel plate capacitor भी मैंने बोला था. Cylindrical shaped capacitors भी होंगे. Spherical shaped capacitors भी होंगे. When you're actually going for your JEE studies, you will come across these different types of capacitors. तो वहां पे तुम ये पढ़ोगे अलग अलग टाइप के capacitors. हमारे यहाँ पे कौन सा है? That is it's your so called parallel plate capacitors. तो मैंने क्या किया था? एक इलेक्ट्रिकली चार्ज कंडक्टर था. अगर सपोज मैंने एक दूसरा कंडक्टर लिया मेटालिक कंडक्टर जिसको अर्थिंग देके रखा हुआ है लेकिन वो अनचार्ज्ड है. So if in case if I happen to consider an earth uncharged conductor is brought closer to a charged conductor, what happens? The potential of this particular charged conductor will increase. Are you getting it? And how to remember it? How do students remember it? Those students who are wise enough will say, sir, it's one can easily get it. Dance sunna. Agar suppose if I try to consider this, how do you try to consider it? Simple. Take a charge conductor. Suppose अगर ये positive charge मैंने ले लिया, agreed, positive charge ले लिया, दोनों की तरफ है. अगर मैंने दूसरा कंडक्टर ले लिया तो अंदर की तरफ नेगेटिव चार्ज इंड्यूस होगा, ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज होगा. मुझे ये बताओ, अगर ये मैंने नजदीक लिया तो पहले तो सिंगल कंडक्टर था तो उसका पोटेंशियल वाज देयर. ओके, एंड दैट वाज Q is equal to CV. Agreed. So what exactly C is equal to Q by V we consider as a suitable potential. देखिए दूसरा कंडक्टर लाने से हुआ क्या? दूसरा कंडक्टर लाने से हुआ क्या? तो बोलोगे सर इसको नजदीक लाने से ये हुआ कि ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है दैट इज गेटिंग न्यूट्रलाइज्ड विद द नेगेटिव. तो ये न्यूट्रलाइज हो रहा है यानी ये नेगेटिव चार्ज का इफेक्ट इसके पोटेंशियल पर गिरेगा और वो कम करेगा. ये इसको ऐड करेगा. ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है वो इसको सपोर्ट कर रहा है, नेगेटिव चार्ज उसके पोटेंशियल को अपोज कर रहा है. लेकिन ये चार्ज नजदीक होने के कारण this is closer to it, इसका effect is much more stronger as compared to this. So what is going to happen to the potential of this particular plate? It certainly will decrease because the potential is decreasing. So what exactly? Capacitance will certainly increase क्योंकि हमने potential कम कर दिया है. अभी हम क्या करते हैं? Potential और कम करते हैं. कैसे? How do you consider? तो बोले इसका ऐसे करते हैं ना, ये जो कंडक्टर है इसको हम अर्थिंग दे देते हैं. अर्थिंग देने से हुआ क्या? Earthing देने से हुआ क्या? What happened in this case we consider is, so all the electrons will start moving in this case and will start collecting over here. यानी क्या होगा? ध्यान से देखना, ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जाके ये सारे पॉजिटिव चार्ज को नलिफाई कर देंगे. अभी क्या हुआ सर? पहले ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज इनको सपोर्ट कर रहा था, पोटेंशियल को मेंटेन करने के लिए थोड़ा सा होल्ड कर रहा था. अभी तो आपने पॉजिटिव चार्ज भी कम कर दिया, तो अभी सिर्फ इसका इन्फ्लुएंस होगा. तो सर अभी ये जो पहला प्लेट था उसका आपने पोटेंशियल और कम कर दिया क्योंकि आपने अर्थिंग कर दिया है. तो अगर मैं पोटेंशियल और कम करूंगा तो क्या होगा? कैपेसिटेंस विल इंक्रीज. The ability for the capacitor to store the charge will certainly increase in this case. And this is a very, very, very important concept, students. So that's why whenever somebody is going to speak about capacitors, a student should know the principle of a capacitor very properly. Without understanding the principle, you can't move ahead with capacitors. That's why when I told you, when I drew the diagram also, I made it very clear. Series or parallel होगा, तुम्हारा negative potential will be earthed. Didn't I tell you that very clearly when I showed the diagrams for series combination, parallel combination? Students बोला था कि नहीं बोला था? Sorry, didn't I say it? Yes or no? Anyone? Yes, Aman. Did I say that or not? Arvinda, Kevin, those who are present into the lectures, Varun, that when you draw the diagram for series and parallel also, you need to go consider the Earth's conductor.
Yes, sir, you had drawn it in the circuits.
Yeah. Okay, now please pay attention. So I told you about series and parallel combination students, and I told you for series combination students, you have to go for the formula for reciprocal we consider. Who's this? Varun, sir, I didn't get this information. Varun, Varun, my question was, when I explained you series and parallel combination of capacitors, so didn't I say that the negative terminal of the capacitor is earthed conductor? That means it's an earth conductor brought closer to a given charge conductor. We did an earthing. That's what I said it very clearly. That whenever we speak about series and parallel combination, we consider there's an earth conductor. Okay, now the formula for capacitance in series students, what exactly mean? Fine, Varun. Now see, series के लिए क्या था तुम्हारा? अगर suppose मैंने दो capacitors दिया है, I getting it, और दोनों को मैंने series में दिया है, I getting it. So what exactly C effective क्या होगा? C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है? 1/CS is equal to 1/C1 plus 1/C2. तो C2 plus C1 upon C1 0 रेसिप्रोकल होना जरूरी है. अगर वही दो कैपेसिटर्स मैंने पैरेलल में ले लिया तो क्या हो जाएगा? It will be C1 plus C2. Agreed. अगर suppose if I say C1 is equal to C2, agreed. Then in that case, what exactly CS I can consider will be equal to? I can consider in terms of what? C square upon 2C we can consider. Or I can go for n number of resistance also. I can consider the relation I told you. Can anybody give me for n capacitors connected? For n capacitors, each of capacitance C. Anyone can give me the relation for series and parallel? If all capacitors are equal, that means all of them have equal capacitance in that case. Then what exactly your answer for C equivalent we consider? C parallel के लिए क्या होगा students?
NC N into C.
हाँ. C series के लिए क्या होगा? C parallel क्या होगा? C parallel क्या होगा? N times C हो जाएगा. ये तो clear हुआ students? C effective क्या हो जाएगा? ये C by N हो जाएगा. Agree? For all capacitors are equally considered, and you have n capacitors. Now, if I want to go for the product of the two, sorry, if I have to go for the ratio, not the product. If I go for the ratio of the two, then how do I consider in this case? Suppose if I say ratio of series to parallel, so what exactly I'm going to get? C by N, NC, we're going to say 1/N squared. We're going to say capacitance in series is equal to parallel upon N squared, or C in parallel is equal to N times C in series. क्या ये clear हुआ everybody? Students, is it clear with all of you all?
Yes, sir.
And when you speak about for series and parallel capacitors, do keep in mind in series what exactly, students? In series, charge remains constant. Agreed? And in parallel, students, what is the difference? V remains constant. Why am I giving you this? Because this time I'm going to put a problem to you all. And that's what I want you to solve it. Okay, the question is, please pay attention now. Please pay attention for the question, okay? The question is, students, when 10 raised to 8 electrons are transferred from one conductor to another, how many? 10 raised to 8 electrons are transferred from one conductor to another conductor, from one conductor to another conductor, a potential difference of 10 V appears between them. The potential difference across them is equal to 10 volts. Question asks us find the capacitance of the two conductors. Solve this. Students, is the question clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Please solve this one. Who's this? Handsome, Arman Kohli, S. Aditya, Raghavan. Hey students, what's the answer for the first one? Anybody? I've got one answer, it seems. Aman has given the answer. Absolutely. Aman, power. Just cross check your order. The power we'll consider. Okay. Absolutely correct. Aman, can you tell me how to go about this?
Yes, sir. The charge will be n times e, where n is 10 to the power 8 and e is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19.
Absolutely correct. And then what are you going to use?
C is equal to q by v, where v is equal to 10 volts.
Absolutely correct. See, he made it very clear. It is so easy and straightforward, students. तुम्हें चाहिए था capacitance, तुम्हें ये करना था Q is equal to CV तो लेना ही है तुम्हें. Formula क्या है? Q is equal to CV to V. What exactly charge is always in coulomb, capacitance is in farad, potential difference is in volt. तुम्हें subject क्या है? C है तो मुझे C चाहिए तो C क्या होगा? Q by V. लेकिन मुझे total charge नहीं दिया था. मुझे number of electrons दिया है. What exactly charge on one electron we consider is? It's 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. I'm speaking about the magnitude. We don't have to go for nature. The reason is why. Students, मैं यहाँ पे negative sign क्यों नहीं ले रहा हूँ? क्योंकि मेरा question ही बता रहा है electron से भाई. So why should I go for the nature in that case? So what exactly Q is equal to n times E. How many electrons are there? 10 raised to 8. What is the charge on one electron? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Can I substitute back over here? Yes. So my Q is how much? 10 raised to 8 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. How much is the potential difference given to this 10 volts? Can I solve this and get my answer? So in this case, this will be 1.6, this will be 10, and this will be minus 1, so this will be minus 20, minus 20 plus 8 will be minus 12. So can I say, Aman, it is 1.6 picofarad? Is it?
Yes, sir.
Students, is this question clear with everybody? Arey, हाँ या ना?
Yes, sure.
Okay, fine, Varun, fine, Jagan. Okay, now please hear it. The second question is ready for you all. I don't know, many of them must have gone for this also. The question is, students, मैंने तो एक circuit diagram दिया है जहाँ पे मैंने कुछ capacitors दिए हैं and I've aligned them in form of a network, students. Okay, so these are all the capacitors which are aligned in form of a particular network. My potential points are, there are two potential points, okay, at different potentials A and B are the two potential points I'll consider, and the capacitors are connected across the 2 points A and B. Given to you the equivalent capacitance of the entire circuit of the combination circuit is 1 microfarad. Okay, the effective combination of capacitance is 1 microfarad. And capacitance C1. Capacitance C1 has 8 microfarad. Capacitance C2 has 4 microfarad. Capacitance C3 is 1 microfarad. Capacitance C4 is 4 microfarad. And capacitance 5 is also 4 microfarad. Question asked is, find out the capacitance of a particular capacitor C, which is shown in this particular network. Given to you the effective capacitance between point A and B is 1 microfarad. Can you solve and get the answer of this? Is the question clear with all of you all, first of all? Let me ask you that. Is the question
Yes.
clear with all of you all? Okay, please solve and get me the answer for it. Jagannath. Can you get an answer in decimals, Jagannath? No, my dear. It's not proper. It's not proper. The numerator is small enough in comparison to denominator. Yes, anybody else? Aman, no, my dear. Hey, students, can I tell you how to go about with that?
So 1 more minute, sir.
No, Varun. Calculation में इतना क्यों mistake हो रहा है? सबका एकदम random answers आ रहे हैं. No
But I
more,
found my mistake. Just 1 more minute.
no more clues. Varun has given the answer. Aman has given the answer. Jagannath given the answer, but they're random. They're nowhere close to each other. चलो close to होगा तो मुझे शायद लगता है कि decimal में mistake है या approach is fine. Yes, anybody?
So last step, wait.
Jagannath. No, my dear. Students, shall I solve it for you all? Kevin, what about you? What about the rest of the students? Arvind, Arvinda, what about you? Kevin, what about you? Varun has given his answer. Students, okay, chalo, mujhe ye batao now. Please pay attention now. How do you go about with this? Now, please, when you get such kind of a network, tum kya karoge, students? What exactly try to go for it?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can I say?
You want 2 minutes more?
Sir, shall I say? I mean, you asked a question, right?
Actually, you want to give an answer, bolo?
Yeah, no, I want to give the answer for your question. Can I?
Okay, you're solving it.
Yes, sir. Solve kar rahe.
Okay, fine, solve it and let me know about it. Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay, sir.
Kevin says I found out one more mistake. 2 minutes more. See, one thing students, ये जो तुम प्रॉब्लम्स करोगे ना मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस में भी तो ये थोड़ा सा पेशेंस से करना जरूरी है. बहुत इजी है. Everybody wants to somewhere or the other you might be having some error here or there. Reciprocal को ध्यान में दे. तो keep in mind about the reciprocal part of it. Because the answer which shows over here is different. Yes, it's a digit and two decimals. We can keep your answer in your fraction. Come up with ratio also. This answer in terms of ratio. Okay, shall I stop students now?
Sir, 1 minute, please. 1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
Sir, I'm near to get the answer. I'm the last step, please.
Okay. What about those who have already done it, Aman and all? वो वापस try नहीं कर रहे हो क्या? Varun, Kevin. Nice one. This DP is really good. Aman ka DP is really good.
Sir, 4.67.
Pardon?
4.67 is the answer that I got.
I need to solve it now. The answer given over there is 1.39. Now please pay attention, students.
Sir, I got that. I got 1.41.
Who's this?
Me, Jagannath.
Jagannath, क्या बात है? तू एकदम
I
strike
got
मार
three.
दिया.
I got 343 by 243. So it comes as 1.4941 something like that.
Okay, now please pay attention, students. How to go about it? For those students who are not able to get it, students, the answer is now. See, when you're solving such kind of questions, they've given you that the effective capacity is 1 microfarad, and they've given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. This is the sixth one. This one is not known to me. Now, since these are my two potentials we consider, and of course, they're not equal potential points. There is a difference in potential. Let me assume that this is a positive potential and this is a negative potential. That means I'll assume that the charge moves from here, passes through it. As it comes over here, there are two paths for it to travel. यानी यहाँ पे तुम्हारा चार्ज स्प्लिट अप होगा, यानी ये कैपेसिटेंस कॉम्बिनेशन पैरेलल में होगा. जैसे यहाँ पे आया चार्ज वापस, तो यहाँ पे वापस स्प्लिट अप. एग्जैक्टली द वे यू डू इट फॉर करंट. चलो ना इसको निकाल दो ना, तुम अगर रेजिस्टेंस ले लो तो वैसे ही होगा तुम्हारा लोड रेजिस्टेंस. नाउ सी ओवर हियर स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर दीस टू कनेक्टेड? तो दीस टू कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल. अगर ये दोनों पैरेलल में है तो पैरेलल का इफेक्ट है, यानी सबसे पहले तुम इसको सॉल्व करोगे. पैरेलल का आंसर क्या होगा सर? पैरेलल का आंसर तो दोनों का एडिशन होगा. तो ये 4 + 4 कितना हो जाएगा? 8 हो जाएगा. यानी अगर मैं डायग्राम को थोड़ा सा सिंपलीफाई करूं तो हाउ इज माय डायग्राम? पॉइंट ए इज ओवर हियर, दिस इज माय कैपेसिटर C, देन आई हैव C3 ओवर हियर. ओके, इन दोनों का आंसर मिला के मुझे 8 मिलेगा. एग्रीड. ये यहाँ पे एक कैपेसिटर ये है, ये भी एक दूसरा कैपेसिटर है. दिस इज C1, दिस इज C2 एंड दिस इज जॉइनिंग ओवर हियर. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स? इज दिस डायग्राम क्लियर नाउ? Now what I'll do, sir, अभी ये दोनों सीरीज में ले लो. C3 and this is in C3 कितना है? 1. सीरीज का फॉर्मूला क्या है सर? ये वाला फॉर्मूला. So what exactly C effective we consider for series? So C1 into C2 यानी it's 1 into 8 divided by what? 1 plus 8. What's my answer? 8 by 9. Agreed. So now if I redraw this diagram, what exactly? This is point A. And where is the point B, students? Point B is somewhere over here. Okay? This is point B. This is the junction. Okay, so these two are certainly, I'm going to solve this one. These two are in series. So now if I redraw the diagram, this is what my capacitor is. इनका दोनों का आंसर क्या हुआ? So इनका दोनों का आंसर I've got it as how much? 8 by 9. So let me take this as 8 by 9. Agreed. Okay, this is one resistance I'm getting it. This is another resistance C1. This is C. This is C2 I'll consider. And this becomes my point B. Is this diagram clear with everybody now?
Yes, sir.
Students, are you understanding the diagram? First I found out parallel का आंसर, तो इनका आंसर 4 + 4 8 हो जाएगा. फिर जैसे मैं सोचूं तो ये पॉइंट बी आ रहा है, ये जो पॉइंट बी था ना, it's a kind of a junction at this point, so I made a junction over here. Then I found out the answer for series, so I got the answer is 8 by 9. So the effective answer of these two is 8 by 9. C1 and C2 are now connected in series. So now to go further ahead, what I'll do, तो पहले इसका आंसर निकाल दो सीरीज का. तो सीरीज का आंसर क्या होगा इन दोनों का? यानी ये पहला वाला सीरीज है, अभी दूसरा सीरीज का आंसर सेकंड कॉम्बिनेशन का. तो सीरीज का क्या होगा? C1 C2 + C1 + C2. तो ये क्या होगा? हाउ मच इज C1? सो दिस इज 8 and 4. लुक ओवर हियर, 8 and 4. तो यहाँ पे कैसे लिखोगे सर? 8 into 4 upon 8 + 4. 8 4s are how much? 32 and still be 12. Does it get cancelled? Yes. You consider 4 8s are 32 and 4 3s are 12. Is this clear? Now
Yes,
what I'll do? So redraw the diagram. So now I'll draw this particular diagram. A is over here. You have a capacitor over here, students. Now see, I'll try to keep it horizontal. इसका आंसर क्या है? तो इसका आंसर 8 by 9 है. इसके नीचे वाला जो है उसका आंसर क्या है? 8 by 3 है. Can I say this is now point B? Is this clear? All of you all, this is C. Students, is the diagram clear with everybody?
yes, sir.
Now can I solve it? Answer, these two are connected in parallel. Parallel का formula क्या है? Simply addition of these two. So sir, go for addition of these two. So what exactly C effective for parallel consider will be 8 by 9 plus 8 by 3. 9 is LCM. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. So 8 3s are 24. 24 and 8 is 32. Now my diagram will be what? Now my diagram will be A. This is C. This is 32 by 9 and this is point B. Students, क्या ये diagram clear हुआ? Students, are you getting it? Is the diagram clear? Okay.
Sir, I didn't get the last part. I mean the
Fine.
last diagram.
ये दोनों का parallel का आंसर got it ना 32 by 9.
हाँ सर, हाँ समझ गया, ओके डन सर, डन डन।
ये तो A है और इन दोनों का आंसर 32/9 है और ये तो पॉइंट्स है. Now can you tell me what is the effective combination between points A and B? How much is that given to me? 1 microfarad. Okay, 1 microfarad. Now can I solve for that? How are these two are connected? Are they in parallel or are they in series?
सीरीज।
Series का formula क्या है? Effective
sir.
कितनी है? 1. यानी ये मुझे दिया हुआ है. ये मुझे दिया हुआ है. यानी I'll write 1 over here. C1 C2. यानी this is C1 and this is C2. I need to find out C. Multiply by what? Divided by what? Now students, can you solve and get the answer? Students, now can you solve and get the answer? Please solve. Those who haven't got it, please solve this. You should get the answer as in the ratio it will be 32/9. Sorry, not 32/9. You get an answer in terms of 1.39. So now multiplication C plus 32/9 is 32/9C. We consider. So 32C/9 minus C is equal to 32/9. Solving it 32 minus 9 upon 9 we consider. So how much it will be? 22C. Agreed?
23.
Sorry. 30, 23, 29, 31, 32. 23C is equal to what? 32/9. And will get cancelled. So what's answer for C? 32/23. What's answer of 32/23, students? You'll get the answer as 1.39 microfarad. Is it clear with everyone?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the upper parallel, the upper set of the capacitors, like
Which
the C3, C4 and C5, उसका group में, I first found out C3, C4 and C5 का group में C4 and C5 के का resistance, sorry, capacitance I found that out. फिर बाद में I did 1 by CS, मतलब एक group एक नाम दिया 1 by CS equals 1/1 plus 1/8.
8/9, that is 9 by
I got
1/8/9, that is 9 by 8.
हाँ, तो वो करके मुझे 1.4 आया.
No need to find out. See one thing, this is simple maths. Jagannath. Never to find out whenever you're solving for effective capacitance students, कभी भी decimal में पहले नहीं find out करो. Find out in form of ratio में ही रखो. और ये हमेशा ध्यान में रखना, तुम reciprocal लेते हो find out, लेकिन अभी ये form ध्यान में रखना. ये तुम्हारा calculations easy बना देता है. Rather than putting at 1/C is equal to 1/C1 plus 1/C2. Suppose if I give you 4 capacitors in that case, तो क्या करते रहोगे? In that case. So then you can go for in this case, you can remember the formula C1, C2, C2, C3, C3, C4. That's how you can consider and all addition in that case. So that's how you have to keep in mind. लेकिन अगर तुम ratio लेते हो तो तुम्हारा क्या तो मालूम है 1/8/9 तो 9/8 आएगा. And don't take it into decimal. Keep it in ratio. And then final answer you convert it to decimal.
Yes, sir. Why be?
Is it clear?
Sir, but why is that wrong then?
So of course, when you go for decimal place, it's not a terminating one, it's a recurring one. It may not be terminating. तो तुम्हारे decimal का तो difference आएगा ना, errors आने वाले वहाँ पे.
No, I didn't go for the decimal. I kept it as a fraction.
You kept it 1.4 ना, you took it as 1.4. That's what you said it.
नहीं, end में sir, end result I got 1.4.
No
Starting
need
में
to take that. No need to take it. Keep that part also. Section का भी कर दो, उसको ratio में रखो. उसको ratio में रखो. Ratio के साथ में add करते रहो. Go for the formula in terms of ratio itself.
हाँ सर, मैंने वही किया. एंड इन द सेंस इफेक्टिव वो सी का वैल्यू 1.4 आया था मुझे, और जो C3, C4 और C5 का था मुझे, मैंने वो रेसिप्रोकल का लेके 9/8 आया.
Try solving it once again later on after the lecture. Okay. Okay. Shall I move further in now? Can I erase this?
Sir, just a second, sir. Noting it down.
अरविंदा, समझ में आ रहा है अरविंदा?
क्या सर?
Yeah, okay, fine.
So
Please
can you
tell
repeat
me.
what you said?
Yeah. Why the strength is so poor today? Students just
Weekend, I guess.
huh?
I think it's the weekend, so people are not coming.
The weekend, I don't know about it because even last lecture also it was strength was 45, 50 तक था. It was 45, 50 था.
Today there's a
Then last
DPT.
half an hour it becomes
Hey.
35, 28 in that case. Is it so because you have a major test? That's why.
Probably. The DPT was yesterday, so no, that's not the reason.
Okay.
It must be the major test.
Okay, fine, fine. So they want to have a good time today. Okay. And this topic is going on, students. Electrostatics have started with you all.
No.
Arvinda, can I erase it now? Okay, students. Now we go for formula for. Listen carefully. Now we are going to derive a short formula for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with and without dielectric. With and without dielectric we consider. So capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Suppose if somebody asks you to give a mathematical expression for finding out capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, we consider dielectric. K. Are you getting it? Dielectric K, we consider in that case. So I need to go for the capacitance in terms of dielectric we consider. Okay. Now, when you go for this particular dielectric, what exactly you consider is to go for dielectric in presence or in absence of it. Simple relation for capacitance will be we need to go for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor considering dielectric. And this dielectric can be either other than air or vacuum. If I take students air or vacuum, then what exactly its value will be 1. K for other than air or vacuum, what exactly greater than 1 we consider? So we are trying to find out the formula for capacitance. Now the formula is C is equal to K epsilon 0 A by B. ये तुम्हारा formula है. Means I'm putting the formula initially itself. Before it's very easy to derive it. Well, A is the surface area, D is the distance between the two plates. Now, how do you go about this? The answer is this. Your first relation, since we know that Q is equal to CV students. Agreed? So now can I use the formula for capacitance I'll consider? Making C as a subject. Because I need to find out that C is equal to Q by V. Since we are speaking about two electrically charged plates, we are trying to speak about two electrically charged plates, one to be positive, other one to be negative. Let us say this is P1, this is P2 we consider. Agreed? It's an earth uncharged conductor. The distance between the two plates is considered to be D, and there is a dielectric medium K. Okay, K for a medium is given to you. Now, if somebody asks, "Hey, sir, how do you write down the formula for potential difference?" Listen carefully, students. Potential difference between two electrically charged plates. So what's your mathematical relation we have? Which is that potential difference B between two electrically charged plates is given by what formula? Then you say, sir, we know the formula E is equal to V by V. So what is V is equal to? The electrical intensity into distance between the two plates. क्या ये clear है सबको? Since we know that electric field is given as electric potential difference between the two plates and the distance between the same two plates, can I write down the formula for potential we consider as? That is E into D. Is this clear? Students, is this much clear with everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that V is equal to E into D. Substitute the values over here for this. C is equal to Q. Instead of V, can I run E into D? Why not? Now suppose, the answer is no. Now suppose if I say that I am trying to find out electric field intensity. Look over here. This is the parallel plate capacitor we consider. Suppose if I take any point Q inside this particular parallel plate capacitor, and now suppose if I ask you, can you find out the electric field intensity? The answer is, students, at a point Q, place inside the parallel plate capacitor. Place inside a parallel plate capacitor. Then what exactly the formula for electric field intensity at a point Q due to an electrically charged plate? Then instantly a student will say, sir, the formula will be E is equal to sigma upon K epsilon naught for a medium. What exactly will be? E is equal to sigma upon K epsilon naught for a medium. Where have we come across this formula, students? Can you tell me where exactly have come across this formula? Anyone? क्या याद आ रहा है किसी को? This formula, electric field intensity sigma upon K epsilon 0, or simply sigma upon epsilon for a medium. Then students who are consistently revising it, they will say, sir, आपने बोला था कि electric field intensity, yes, Gauss's law, Varun, absolutely correct. आपने बोला था, sir, electric field intensity at a point closer to any charged conductor is sigma upon epsilon for a medium. एरी शेप कंडक्टर. तो अगर मैं कोई पॉइंट क्यू लेता हूं, कहां पे ये पॉइंट क्यू? सो विद इन दिस पर्टिकुलर प्लेट. तो अगर मैंने पूछा व्हाट इज द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इंटेंसिटी ओवर हियर, तो सिग्मा अपॉन एप्सिलॉन फॉर 0 वी कंसीडर. एग्रीड? नाउ कैन आई सब्स्टिट्यूट ई का? यस. सो सी इज इक्वल टू क्यू अपॉन, इंस्टेड ऑफ ई व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू पुट, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ ई कैन आई पुट सिग्मा अपॉन के एप्सिलॉन 0 पर चला जाएगा, और डी तो आया ही है. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ? क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको? इज दिस मच क्लियर, स्टूडेंट्स? Students, are you getting it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Even Jagannath is saying it for infinitely long plate. Infinitely long plate में sigma upon 2k epsilon 0 था. Any one side होगा. See, Jagannath had put forward the formula as sigma upon k epsilon naught for an infinitely plate, but that was for a point we consider lying on either side. Any one side upon k epsilon 0 you can consider. अभी देखो sigma का formula क्या है? We know that sigma is charge per unit area. The charge which is present on this particular surface area of the plates. क्योंकि ये जो plates है ना students, they are in form of a sheet. I'm taking it in form of a sheet. So it has a surface area in that case. Inside this end is positive charge, the other end will be negative charge. They have the surface area in that case. So sigma is charge per unit area we consider. So can I substitute? Answer Q K epsilon 0 sigma की जगह पे Q by A डाल दिया, B आ गया, Q and Q gets cancelled. So what's the formula for capacitance? So capacitance of a charge capacitor is given by the formula K epsilon naught A by D. Or simply I can write down this as epsilon for a medium. Is this clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
All the students who are within the meeting, students, Aban, Aman, those who are consistently responding, Jagannath, Kevin, Varun. Are you getting it? So please, whenever they tell you to find out capacitance, understand, whenever they tell you to find out the formula for capacitance of a charge condenser or a charge capacitor, so what's the formula? हमेशा C is equal to K epsilon A by D लेना है. अभी ये K का मतलब क्या सर? K is a dielectric medium. अगर सपोज मैंने यहाँ पे एयर लिया होगा तो एयर को मैं 1 लिखूंगा. अगर सपोज मैंने माइका शीट लिया है, यानी उसका मतलब क्या हुआ मालूम है स्टूडेंट्स? एक माइका शीट लिया है और वो पूरे माइका शीट को मैंने इंट्रोड्यूस किया दो प्लेट्स के बीच में. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स जो माइका शीट में डाल रहा हूँ ना, जो माइका शीट मैंने डाला है वो पूरा माइका शीट उसी डिस्टेंस के अंदर पूरा एग्जैक्टली प्लेस्ड कर दिया है. There is not even a single part of air molecules present over there. It's completely sealed by that particle. That means you have one plate over here, और बीच में पूरा माइका से पैक करके दिया है. There is no air space at all. अगर एयर जरा भी नहीं है तो के एयर की जगह पे क्या लिखोगे? के फॉर माइका लिखोगे यहाँ पे. क्या ये समझ में आया?
Sir,
Yes.
what if we are using two mediums to pass the?
Coming to it. Did I say that? I'll come to it. Don't worry. So this question was based on the capacitance of a parallel capacitor, considering dielectric or not considering dielectric. That means suppose if I happen to consider vacuum, then K की value 1 हो जाएगी. अगर मैंने को मीडियम डाल दिया तो K for medium आ गया. क्या इतना क्लियर है सबको? Can I erase this now? क्या मैं erase कर सकता हूँ so that I can move further ahead? Okay. So what's the formula? C is equal to A epsilon 0 A by D. That is epsilon for a medium A by D. Or C is equal to epsilon 0 A D by K. Okay, that's your formula. That's one thing. Okay, now suppose Jagannath was trying to throw a particular query over here. What exactly his query was? Suppose if I take a mica sheet and that mica sheet doesn't incorporate completely into the sheet. Any parallel plate capacitor. अभी मेरा parallel plate capacitor है. Inside the charge induces positive. यहाँ पे negative. This is my first plate, second plate, and this is an earth conductor. I'll consider. अब मैंने यहाँ पे क्या है? मैंने यहाँ पे एक sheet लिया है. I'm concerned with a medium which has K for a medium. Okay, other than air or mass. I getting it? और उसका मैंने thickness लिया है T. दोनों प्लेट्स के बीच में डिस्टेंस कितना था स्टूडेंट्स? दोनों प्लेट्स के बीच में का डिस्टेंस D है. अभी ये मैंने दूसरा मीडियम लिया, यानी बाकी का स्पेस किससे भरा हुआ है? सर बाकी का स्पेस एयर से भरा हुआ है. ये दूसरा मीडियम आ गया. So now if I happen to go for it, what exactly? I'm getting two different mediums, and both these mediums we consider a what? A one after another we consider. That means now if I happen to go for your effective capacitance in this case, then what exactly C for this case will be what? Sir epsilon 0 तो आएगा, ये आएगा. ध्यान से देखना students. Now what I'll do? I have two mediums. One is mica and other one is air. So how do I write on that? अगर मुझे लिखना है तो D का मतलब क्या हुआ? That's the distance between the two plates, which was initially filled up with air. But now instead of D, I write on T as the thickness of the mica sheet. Correspondingly, upon K क्या होगा? K for mica आएगा. But the leftover, yes sir, leftover भी तो आएगा ना. Air is also we consider. क्योंकि अगर तुम इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड यहाँ के बाहर की तरफ लेते हो, ये भी आउटसाइड है, तो ये डाइलेक्ट्रिक मीडियम है. सर अंदर भी तो चार्जेस रिड्यूस होंगे, नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव. सर एयर भी तो है, एयर आल्सो विल स्टार्ट आयनाइजिंग ओवर हियर. तो वहां पे भी कंसीडर, फील्ड भी कंसीडर. तो उसके लिए क्या होगा? सर उसके लिए द रिमेनिंग डिस्टेंस विल बी D minus T. because d was the original distance, t is the thickness of the mica. तो बाकी का स्पेस किससे फिल अप हुआ है? एयर. तो t की जगह पे यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे? d minus t. नीचे क्या लिखोगे? ये k for medium लिखोगे, तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे? for air. And students, you know what exactly k for air is? 1. So what's my formula for c? Epsilon naught a upon t for medium plus d minus t. And that's the formula. You'll get it when you refer books where you consider another dielectric medium is given to you. क्या ये clear हुआ?
So can you explain that part again? I mean, the last two steps.
Last two I consider will be, what is the remaining portion? Can you tell me what is the remaining portion? Suppose if I say T is the thickness of the mica sheet, then what exactly the leftover space is filled up with?
D minus T.
So that is air.
Yes, sir.
Agreed? So agar my general formula is distance or the length of that particular upon its dielectric constant we consider. So when I went for mica, it was thickness of mica upon dielectric of mica. So ये क्या होगा? Thickness of air. You got thickness of air column upon the dielectric of air. So what exactly thickness of air is? So leftover spaces will be d minus t. What is key
Yeah,
for
got
air?
it.
1. I'm not showing it 1 at all. Is
Got
this
it.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now suppose if I happen to give you some different dielectrics in this case. Suppose if I happen to throw it in this manner, please let it show. Okay. I'll show you certain dielectrics to consider. Okay. This is K1, K2, Kn. Agreed. Thickness is T1, T2, Tn. Listen carefully, students. This is connected to positive potential. This is connected to point A, and this is connected to point B of a capacitor, particle plate capacitor, students. How are these are connected? I can consider these are all connected in series. Now, if somebody asks you what exactly my effective combination for the capacitors connected in series we consider, then what exactly your answer will be? C is equal to epsilon naught A to I. What about exactly I'll consider in terms of series we consider? Series का formula क्या होगा? Friends, what will be the formula for series I'll consider will be in terms of it? So I have to go for the reciprocal part of it. So reciprocal के लिए क्या होगा? 1 upon we consider C effective. है ना? C का formula क्या है students? K epsilon naught A by D. So C is below epsilon naught A upon D by K. तो ये पहले वाले के लिए क्या होगा? तो पहले वाले के लिए thickness T1 है. Agreed? Dielectric constant K1 है. तो इसके लिए क्या होगा सर? T1 by K1 आएगा पहले केस के लिए. दूसरा कौन सा होगा? So दूसरी के लिए if I happen to consider this case, so what exactly get it? So T2 by K होगा. तीसरे के लिए and so on. तो लास्ट टर्म के लिए क्या होगा? सर Tn by K होगा. And क्या ये क्लियर हुआ? Is this clear to find out the effective combination?
Yes, sir.
Friends, getting it? लेकिन अगर यही कैपेसिटर्स मैंने पैरेलल में किया होता तो हाउ डू आई कंसीडर इन दिस केस? अगर यही मैंने पैरेलल में किया होता तो हाउ डू आई कंसीडर इन दिस केस? तो मेरा सी इफेक्टिव क्या होता? सी इफेक्टिव क्या होता? व्हाट्स द फॉर्मूला फॉर सी? तो सी इज इक्वल टू के एप्सिलॉन a by d I'll consider. So in that case, what exactly the parallel can do? So parallel can the thickness, the distance will be the same in this case. Each of them will have area in that case, and the dielectric constant will be k. So I can consider epsilon naught a by d. We consider what exactly? K1 plus K2 plus Kn, students. With respect to what? N number of it. So I can consider n, which can be removed outside. These are certainly when you're solving multiple choice questions further ahead, you'll be getting questions of this kind. But generally, when you're going for your board approach, students, this is the main type of problems we'll be trying to put forward. अगर कोई एक मीडियम दिया है एयर, तो सिंपली गो फॉर दैट. अगर तुम्हें एयर के साथ में दूसरा मीडियम दिया है, सिंपली यू हैव टू कंसीडर दिस. If I happen to consider for series combination, then this will be a formula epsilon naught A. This is thickness of each. Again, if I happen to go for parallel combination, then epsilon A by D we consider, and K1, K2, Kn upon N we consider. Considering all the thicknesses to be same. Is this clear with all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Can I?
So please wait, we need to write that.
Yeah. Can I erase this now?
So just a minute.
Last one's left, sir.
Okay.
So that's epsilon 0 A by D, right? In the last
Yeah.
one.
Yes. Right. Okay. Listen, so just solve a question, okay? A problem. Given to you that in a capacitor of capacitance 20 microfarad, capacitance is 20 microfarad given to you. The distance between the plates is 2 millimeter. Distance between the plate is 2 millimeter. If a dielectric slab of width 1 millimeter, dielectric slab of thickness 1 millimeter. Okay. If a dielectric slab of width 1 millimeter and dielectric constant for the slab is given to us 2, is inserted between the plates, what is the new capacitance? Inserted in between plates, find out new capacitance. This is the original. I want to find out C new. Is the question clear with everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Get your answer in decibels, students. Students, you all had heat and thermal. Is your heat and thermals over the test first? Is it completed? Or it's today?
We have it tomorrow.
Okay. Aman has put forward the answer. That's absolutely correct. Very good, Aman. Correct. Yes, Aman, tell me. What do you did?
Sir, if we see the situation, then the original one, there is nothing between the two plates, but in the new one, we have the slab in between, which will be in series. And so we use the formula C is equal to E naught into A upon summation T by K.
So K for air, epsilon naught, A by D. That's what you're trying to say. Because initially nothing was there, that means air was present.
Yes, sir.
And second case, there was a dielectric medium. So still what exactly considered?
E naught by A divided by D by K, where D by K will be summation of T by K.
Okay.
It will
And
be
yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. The summation of the two we consider. That means when you go for the 2-1, what exactly you have it, sir? It's the thickness of the sheet along with K for the medium. The rest over was air and K for air. That's what it's trying to put forward. I want to find out nu. So what exactly? Ratio. Go for the ratio. C for nu upon C for original we consider. Now when you look into what exactly will get cancelled, and epsilon naught A will get cancelled. So if you happen to go for the ratio in that case, C for nu upon this, what exactly I'm going to get it? Simply I'll get the ratio in terms of what? D minus T will come in the numerator, so it will be T. D minus T we consider. Agreed. Upon air. Air का 1 होगा. Plus T upon K for medium आ जाएगा. Divided by what exactly get it? Simply DL. Now do you know the values over here? Yes. How much is the thickness? I know it. It's 2 be given to you. Okay, what's the dielectric slab we consider as given to you? I'm going to get thickness of this will be 1 millimeter. Solving it, C nu will be equal to how much? And C is given to you, 20 microfarad. So the answer for the students, you should get it as 26.6 microfarad. Is this clear with everyone? Yes, rest of the students, is it clear? Shall I erase this now? Yes, can I erase this?
Yes,
Yeah. Just hold the students in the what did I write on C nu in the numerator upon C?
yes.
So my dear, this C का ऊपर आएगा और इसका नीचे आएगा, please. C nu, and what exactly C nu got it, please. That's why maybe you must have getting somewhere confused. What exactly the formula for C nu I considered? C nu क्या था तुम्हें? What exactly you are getting C nu as? Epsilon naught A upon B minus T यानी air का मान आएगा plus thickness upon K. तो अगर मैं ये लिखता हूँ ना students, so please this part will come with the denominator and put in the numerator students. Please, that's wrong. T and K for B. और इसका क्या होगा? What exactly this will be? Epsilon naught A. C is equal to K epsilon naught A by D we consider. Again, so this is epsilon naught A by D because K for air we consider is 1. So for this, I'll get it simply, I'll get it T. Now is it clear with everyone? Jagannath, please, you put the value and get the answer. Try to solve it. Try to solve it now. Am I getting it? So C nu I need to find out. How much is C original given to me? 20. How much is D given to me? It's 2. Keep it in millimeter itself. Let me take it in millimeter itself. This is 2 minus 1. So can I say that will be 1 millimeter itself only plus thickness. Am I getting it? That will be equal to what? We take it 1, we consider, and what is the dielectric medium for that is given to you? How much was the dielectric medium I gave it to you was? 2. So 1 by 2.
Sir, I got 26.6.
So 2 upon this is 1 by plus we'll consider in that case and convert millimeter to then you can consider, you'll get your answer. So please, initially I put this in the numerator and I didn't see nu, that was normal. So C nu upon C will be, students, D upon D minus T plus T upon T upon B gets. Okay, you'll get the answer. It was ratio. Okay. Now the last derivation for this particular chapter, energy stored in a capacitor we consider. Okay, energy stored in a capacitor. Energy stored in a capacitor is in form of electrostatic potential energy storage. That is U. Okay, we are trying to derive the formula for energy stored in a capacitor. To understand this, can anybody give me what is the formula for energy stored in stretching a wire? Do you recollect? I'm speaking a question based on your mechanical properties of solid, students. Mechanical properties we consider. Of matter we consider. Suppose if I happen to go for, can you tell me what exactly the formula for elastic potential energy stored in stretching a wire? What will be your answer?
Half into stress into strain.
Absolutely correct. So work done as elastic potential energy is equal to half into stretching force into elongation. यहाँ पे भी तुम्हारा electrostatic potential energy is actually the work done in storing a charge. And over here also the formula is half into Q square by C. This answer is also in Joule. This answer also is in Joule. The only difference, students, is the only difference we consider is this we consider as electrostatic potential energy, students, and this we consider is for mechanical properties. The derivation for both are almost identical. I don't know how many of you do recollect this part. I get it. I'll go over here and then I'll come back over here. Answers to my students, okay? Now think as if I have a parallel plate capacitor. Okay, P1 and P2. Okay, I want this particular capacitor to be charged to its maximum, charged to its fullest we consider. Am I getting it? So what exactly the formula will be? So Q is equal to CV and C is equal to Q by V. लेकिन मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ पे ध्यान से सुनना स्टूडेंट्स, मैं यहाँ पे कुछ potential difference दे रहा हूँ between the two plates. Agreed? And when a potential difference V was applied across the two plates, the charge induced on the two plates is small q, and the corresponding capacitance will remain the same, that is C, because C is a constant for a given capacitor we consider. So what's the relation between these three we consider is, since we know that Q is equal to CV, so what exactly C will be equal to? So C will be written in terms of Q by V. Is this much clear with all of you all? यानी इसका मतलब ये है, ध्यान से सुनना, I'm taking a parallel plate capacitor. Suppose if I say I'm connecting to a suitable potential difference, and if I go for a maximum potential difference, what about the charge induced will be capital Q, capacitance is C. But if in case if I happen to go for slightly less than that, not infinitesimal, slightly less than that, at a suitable voltage, what about the capacitance at that instant also will remain the same. So C is equal to Q by V. क्या इतना clear हुआ? Is this much clear? Then I move further ahead.
Yes.
Now what exactly I'll do it is, I'll try to add some charge onto it, some more charge. But now suppose if I try to deposit some more charge, and let us say that the charge which I'm depositing is dq. Okay, a very small amount of charge which I'm depositing it. यानी तुम बोलोगे सर पोटेंशियल अगर V था, चार्ज Q है, कैपेसिटेंस C है, अभी आपने क्या किया, V के साथ में एक थोड़ा सा और एडिशनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अगर आप देते हो, थोड़ा एग्जैक्टली चार्ज इंड्यूस विल बी dq we consider. Agreed? Some additional charge again, capacitor still remains same. So now can I get a relation between Q, V, and C in this case? Why not? So what exactly we write down in this case? We consider as what? Your work done Listen carefully, students. The work done in order to store the charge is, since we know that V is equal to W upon Q, what exactly work done will be equal to? So the potential was V plus dV, but dV was very small, so मैंने V लिख दिया. What about the charge induced is equal to dQ we consider. So work done is equal to V into dQ. But are we trying to find out work done for small deposition or for total deposition? Total deposition we consider. So what should I go for? So go for integration. Integration. This will be from 0 to W, and this will be from where to where? So it will be from 0 to capital Q, I'll consider. Now, what is integration of dW we consider is W. Integration of V into dV. What exactly integration of V into dV I can consider in terms of? So V into dV I can write down in terms of what? Listen carefully. Make V as a subject over here. So V is equal to what? Q by C into dQ. 0 to Q. Is C the capacitance constant? Yes. For a given condenser, it remains constant. So what exactly? 1 by C. What is integration of Q into dQ will be? Q square by 2. Lower limit is 0. Upper limit is Q. क्योंकि मुझे पूरा चार्ज करना है. So what exactly the formula for work done? Half into Q square by C. And that's the formula for work done. This answer will be in Q. Is this clear with everybody? Work done in order to store a charge we consider to its maximum capital Q at a suitable potential difference is given by the formula half Q square by C. So this goes exactly identical to this part of it. अगर suppose तुमने metallic wire के लिए लिया, what exactly you consider for metallic wire? Listen carefully. You took a wire, length L था, ध्यान से सुनना. तुम्हें लेंथ को एक मैक्सिमम elongation लेके जाना है. यानी तुमने लिया था x is equal to 0, तो x is equal to e चाहिए था. यानी ये तुम्हारा लोअर लिमिट था, ये तुम्हारा अपर लिमिट था. लेकिन तुमने क्या किया था? वायर को एक्सटेंड किया एट अ पर्टिकुलर डिस्टेंस x, और फिर तुमने क्या किया? यहां से वायर को और elongate किया है dx. तो are you doing work? Are you doing work? तुम लगे हाँ सर, वायर को हम नीचे खींच रहे हैं. We are doing work against which force? Internal restoring force. So what is the work done? So the work done is very small. What's the formula for work done? So work done will be equal to applied force into what we consider displacement. But applied force and restoring force, what are they? Equal in magnitude we consider. So what exactly consider? The restoring force into dx. Is this clear? What exactly restoring force we can consider in terms of it? Yes, we can write down y is equal to what? F by A into L by X. The restoring force we consider simply will be F itself only. Can I substitute F over here? Why not? So now we go y A X total length is L into dx. That becomes a formula for work done. Exactly. ये इसको देखो यहाँ पे same try to work out over here. Go for it identically. मेरे को पूरा इंड्यूस करना था कैपिटल की हो. मुझे यहाँ पे पूरा एक्सटेंशन चाहिए था x इक्वल टू 0 to x इक्वल टू e. फिर मैंने क्या किया? मैंने एक्सटेंशन x तक लिया. तो यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया? मैंने कोई चार्ज q तक मैंने डिपॉजिट कर दिया तो वोल्टेज v. फिर मैंने क्या किया? यहाँ से मैंने dx को एक्सटेंड किया. तो यहाँ पे मैंने dq को डिपॉजिट करना चाहा. तो यहाँ पे भी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, वो dw होगा. यहाँ पे भी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, वो dw होगा. और ये काम यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? सर काम क्या हो रहा है? अगर आप पॉजिटिव चार्ज हो और एक दूसरा पॉजिटिव चार्ज अगर आप इंड्यूस करते हो तो उसको रिपल्शन मिल रहा है. आई एम डूइंग वर्क अगेंस्ट इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स ऑफ रिपल्शन. और यहाँ पे आई एम डूइंग वर्क अगेंस्ट व्हाट? इंटरनल रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स. तो यहाँ पे मेरा वर्क डन का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? सर वर्क डन विल इक्वल टू v into q. यहाँ पे व्हाट एक्जैक्टली पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस? सर ये पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस होगा फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर चार्ज. यहाँ पे वर्क डन फॉर व्हाट फोर्स? सो दिस विल बी f होगा फॉर डिस्प्लेसमेंट x. Simply substituting over here, go for the total work done. This is capital W. What are the constants? The Young's modulus is constant. Cross-section area of the wire is constant. Original length was constant. Integration of x into dx क्या हो जाएगा? x square by 2. Lower limit क्या है? सर 0 से शुरू हो रहा था. आपको final length elongation e चाहिए. What's my answer now? That is half y a l e into e. Students, what is YAE by L? YAE by L is your force. So over your work done in stretching the wire is half into stretching force into elongation. Work done in storing an electric charge in a capacitor is half into Q square by C. Are these two clear with all of your students? Is this clear? Please, all of you all. Varun has got it. Yes. What about the rest of the students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, when so यहाँ पे जब तुम देखो ना ये चार्ट स्मॉल क्यू है, इसके बाद में अगर तुम डिपॉजिट डीक्यू भी करते हो ना स्टूडेंट्स, हेलो डीक्यू भी करते हो, तो जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस हम जो एक्स्ट्रा पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जो हम सेटअप करेंगे वो भी बहुत छोटा होगा, उसको निगलेक्ट करना है हमें, इसलिए हम बी प्लस डी नहीं लेते, हमसे बी लेते हैं। अगर मैंने बोला कि यहाँ पे मुझे अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट डीएक्स लेना है स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द एडिशनल फोर्स, क्या होगा, तो बोलोगे एडिशनल फोर्स होगा एफ प्लस डीएक्स, लेकिन ये इतना छोटा है तो इसको निगलेक्ट कर दो ना, तभी जाकर मैंने एफ में लिखा है। For the same elongation, x we consider. And mind you students, ये एक derivation electrostatics में, ये derivation mechanical properties of solids already तुम लोग कर चुके हो। और जब भी तुम्हारा SHM शुरू होगा ना, SHM simple harmonic motion oscillations होगा, वहां पे to find out the formula for elastic potential energy of a spring oscillator, उसका भी derivation exactly same है। When you learn that chapter also, one day you try to sit with all the three derivations on one page. सारों का यूनिफॉर्म होगा, सारों का यूनिफॉर्म डेरिवेशन होगा। यहाँ पे तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला आ रहा है हाफ इंटू क्यू स्क्वायर बाई सी, यहाँ पे तुम्हारा फॉर्मूला आ रहा है हाफ इंटू स्ट्रेचिंग फोर्स इंटू एलोंगेशन। स्प्रिंग ऑसिलेटर के अंदर जब तुम एसएचएम करोगे वहां पे होगा तुम्हारा हाफ इंटू के एक्स स्क्वायर इन केस ऑफ स्प्रिंग कांस्टेंट एंड एक्स इज द एक्सटेंशन इन द स्प्रिंग। इज दिस क्लियर? Shall I erase this now? Students, can I erase this now? Can I erase now? Okay, fine. I've got the answers. Okay. Okay, friends. Now the way you have got the answer for stretching wala, work done for stretching the wire, it was half into stretching force into elongation. Again, that's what you have got the answer in this case, and that's potential. Okay, let's study potential energy. And electrostatic potential energy per unit volume तुम करोगे तो half into stress into strain आता है, और उसके दूसरे रिलेशंस भी आते हैं, half into stress को y into strain लिखोगे तो y into strain square। तो यहाँ पे जब तुम देखोगे ना in terms of your electrostatics के अंदर, students, you have got the formula for electrostatic potential energy, that is half q square by c. So this is a formula which you're getting it by integration. Whenever you're solving problems, students, in MCQs, always try to go for this by the method of integration. Now, when you look into it, since we know that Q is equal to CV students. Okay, so there are two ways of approach: substituting Q as CV in the first case, okay, and substituting C as Q by V in the second case. If I substitute Q as CV, what's my answer for potential energy? So Q को CV डाल दो तो C square V square आएगा, तो ये फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? हाफ CV square. Agreed? Now, if I happen to go for C की जगह पे, if I happen to put Q by V, we consider. So what exactly I consider? U is equal to what? Half into Q square upon C we consider. When it is Q square upon Q by V, on which you will get actually half Q into V. So you have different ways of approach for these kind of questions we consider. So Q square by C and half CV square or half Q into V we consider. Now when exactly you'll be using this mathematical relation, and when exactly we'll be using this mathematical relation, students? ये कभी यूज करना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो तुम्हें V नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, तुम्हें Q दिखाई दे रहा है, और ये देखो कितने 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 वेरिएबल्स है, 3 वेरिएबल्स है, पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, चार्ज और कैपेसिटेंस। अगर सपोज मैं चार्ज को कांस्टेंट रखूंगा तो आई कैन गेट अ रिलेशन बिटवीन U and C। और चार्ज कहाँ पे कांस्टेंट होता है? व्हेन द कैपेसिटर्स आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज। अगर मैं ये लेता हूं तो U, C और V, वापस 3 वेरिएबल। अगर मैंने बोला V इज कांस्टेंट, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अगर मैं कांस्टेंट रखता हूं तो U और C के बीच में मुझे रिलेशन आएगा। तो ये किसके लिए होगा? सर कैपेसिटर्स कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल। इज दिस क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स?
Sir, could you repeat the last part?
If I happen to go for half CV square, I'm having 3 variables in my equation, U, C and V. And whenever you go for such kind of expression, students, they will try to give you how to, they might tell you to find out either energy giving you the capacitance. Then in that case, your voltage has to be remaining constant in that case. And that's a rule in physics. अगर तुम्हें कोई भी physical quantities दिए होते हैं कोई भी formula के अंदर, तो एक को constant रखना जरूरी है। तो अगर मैं V को constant रखता हूं तो मेरा capacitance कैसे पैरेलल में होगा? अगर मैंने चार्ज को कांस्टेंट रखा तो how the capacitors are in series. But the most of the times when you're going for the formulas, students use Q square by 2C. They use half CV square. These are the two quite often used MCQs or problems picked up. Can I erase this now? Okay. Okay, now let's see whether you can solve this or not, okay? Now please pay attention to this one, okay? A parallel plate air capacitor has capacitance of 3 into 10 is to minus 9 farad. Please, I'm putting it over here, okay? It's an air capacitor and has a capacitance of 3 into 10 raised to minus 9 farad. Now a slab of dielectric constant 3. Okay, this is the case 1. Now a slab of dielectric constant K equal to 3 and thickness equal to 3 centimeter completely fills the space. Completely fills the space. Completely fills the space. Okay, of the plates. The potential difference between the plates is maintained constant. Potential difference V, which is equal to 400 volts, and that is constant. That means initially and later on also it remains constant. Question asked is, what is change in energy of capacitor if the slab is removed? What is the change in electrostatic potential energy of capacitor if the slab is removed? Is the question clear with everybody?
Yes.
Try to solve it.
Sir, could you repeat the question?
I'll repeat the question, students. The question is, a parallel plate air capacitor was given to you and it had a capacitance of 3 to 10 raised to minus 9 farad. फिर क्या किया मैंने? एक डाइलेक्ट्रिक मीडियम लिया जिसका डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट 3 है, thickness 3 centimeter, and I completely filled up the space between the two plates. There was no single air which was present inside it, completely filling up the entire space between the two plates. The potential difference remains constant. Question asks, what is the change in internal energy of the capacitor if the slab is removed? Solve streams. You get an answer for it. Change in elastic potential into the capacitor switch. Aman has put forward the answer. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. The answer is 4.8 into 10 to the power of minus 6 joules. These students, he has got the answer correct. Please, rest of you all should get this answer. Is friends getting it? Varun is solving it. Just one more student can get the answer. Increase in the potential energy capacitor, the slab is removed. In absence and in presence, that's what we have to consider. Aman, does the energy stored increases when you introduce a dielectric?
Yes.
Yes. And in absence of dielectric, it does not. And that's how we can find out the change. So we say that the electric field lines do pass through an insulator, but they cannot pass through a conductor. Yes, Varun, are you getting it, Varun? इसके लिए क्या होगा और एनर्जी इन द फर्स्ट ऑर्डर में लिखा तो हाफ CV स्क्वायर आएगा। C तो मैं मालूम है वोल्टेज तो कांस्टेंट है। एग्रीड। अभी दूसरे केस में व्हाट एग्जैक्टली, अगर मैंने डाइलेक्ट्रिक डाल दिया तो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली C का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? सेकंड केस में C क्या होगा? अच्छा चलो, इसका फॉर्मूला क्या, C का फॉर्मूला क्या है? C इज इक्वल टू व्हाट, K एप्सिलॉन नॉट A बाई D, है ना। लेकिन ये एयर है तो ये तो चला जाएगा। एग्रीड। ये इसके लिए है। मुझे बताओ जब भी मैं डाइलेक्ट्रिक डाल देता हूं तो मेरा C डैश क्या हो जाएगा? तो सिंपल C डैश का फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? K एप्सिलॉन नॉट A बाई D ना। और ये K फॉर मीडियम, और ये पूरा पूरा उसको पैक कर देता है। हेलो, ये जो तुम्हारा प्लेट था और मैंने ये मीडियम दिया तो मीडियम पूरा ये दो प्लेट्स के बीच में फुल्ली सेटल हो गया उसके अंदर। इसका आंसर 4.8 - 6 फुल्ली पैक हो जाएगा उसके अंदर। तो नाउ कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द न्यू कैपेसिटेंस व्हेन यू इंट्रोड्यूस अ डाइलेक्ट्रिक? द न्यू कैपेसिटेंस इज K times the original. Students, the new capacitance is K times the original. These students try to understand this. What is the original to consider? ये 3 है, multiply by 3 कर डालना ना, that's what I consider. और ये thickness कितना दिया? 3 सेंटीमीटर, that's a distance only. Students, क्या ये क्लियर हुआ तुम लोगों को? मैंने क्लियरली बोला ना, completely fills the space my dear. तो अगर completely fills the space हुआ तो मुझे बताओ पहले ये कैपेसिटर था, एग्रीड, इन दोनों के बीच में डिस्टेंस दी था, चलो, और ये एयर था। अभी वही कैपेसिटर मैं ले रहा हूँ and I'm introducing a piece of this, but it's fully filled inside. So can you tell me what is the thickness of this? The thickness of this has to be equal to D. तो ये जो मैंने T लिखा है ना स्टूडेंट्स, ये एक्चुअली D है तुम्हारा। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ सबको? Now if I happen to go for it, what exactly C dash? So T times we consider. T कितना है? तो मेरा आंसर इसका क्या होगा? So 9 into 10 raised to -9 हो जाएगा। That many farad. Can you go for potential energy in the second case? Yes, Varun. Now you got it. Now if I happen to go for the second case, what exactly sir? इसका भी फॉर्मूला क्या होगा? हाफ इंटू C dash इंटू V स्क्वायर, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अभी भी कांस्टेंट, अभी C dash ही आएगा। बस तुम्हारा ये आंसर और ये आंसर, इन दोनों के बीच में डिफरेंस निकालो। जब भी तुमने डाइलेक्ट्रिक मीडियम डाल दिया तो स्टूडेंट्स इसकी वैल्यू ज्यादा आएगी और इसकी वैल्यू कम आएगी, because मल्टीपल ऑफ 3 in that case we consider. Agreed, you'll get the answer according to it. तो यहाँ पे तुम्हारा u dash will be greater than u, तुम्हें चेंज पूछा है तो u dash minus u. Is this clear with everyone? And you'll get the answer is how much? 4.8 into 10 raised to -6. Students, is this clear with everyone? Aman has got the answer. Arvinda, is it clear? Jagannath, what about you? Kevin?
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Shall I erase it now? So this is the last part of your chapter. That is a Venn diagram generator. Okay. Now, Venn diagram generator is actually considered to be as a particle. It can accelerate a particle and can have a very high voltage. It can produce a very high potential at the surface of this Venn diagram generator. Now, I'll just try to draw a simple diagram for it. Is that clear? Okay, students. Fine. Please finish. Now, when you speak about it, what exactly the purpose of using a Venn diagram generator? Venn diagram generator is actually for, it is used to accelerate a charge particle we consider. देखो अगर अगर तुम आगे जाके पढ़ोगे ना तो तुम मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट में पढ़ोगे पार्टिकल एक्सेलरेटर साइक्लोट्रॉन आता है. So this type of generator is used in places like CERN where they experiment with different subatomic particles. Absolutely clear. Absolutely clear. They're using subatomic particles and they use them as a source. और देखो ये कंसेप्ट ये अभी देखो ध्यान से सुनना. There are two ways in which you can make particles to have a slightly accelerated motion. Accelerated का मतलब क्या? सर एक्सेलरेशन का मतलब इनिशियल जीरो होगा, आपने उसको v दे दिया है, u है कुछ या तो कम है और उसको आपने v अटेन करवा दिया है, या u जीरो है और फिर आपने उसको v दे दिया है तो एक्सेलरेशन आ गया. अभी दो तरीके से एक्सेलरेशन आप करवा सकते हो. दो तरीके से. अगर कोई ध्यान से देखना, अगर कोई पार्टिकल जा रहा है, अगर कोई पार्टिकल जा रहा है और उस पार्टिकल को आपने आपने सर्कुलर मोशन में डाल दिया और उसको उसको फोर्स लगाते गए. यस. तो उसको फोर्स लगाते गए, तुम उसको फोर्स लगाते गए और उसका पाथ चेंज करते गए, उसका पाथ चेंज करते गए, उसका पाथ चेंज करते गए, यानी उसका रेडियस बढ़ा है. तो सिंपल, ये अगर ये सर्कुलर मोशन का कंसेप्ट आता है तो v स्क्वायर r होता है, सबको पता है. तो अगर रेडियस बढ़ेगा तो उसकी वेलोसिटी बढ़ेगी. एक हद तक उसकी वेलोसिटी इतनी ज्यादा हो जाती है कि वो टैंजेंशियल चला जाएगा, तो वो भी एक पार्टिकल एक्सेलरेटर हो सकता है. लेकिन अगर तुमने इलेक्ट्रॉन को, ध्यान से सुनना, अगर तुमने इलेक्ट्रॉन का वेलोसिटी बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ा दिया ना, बहुत ज्यादा अगर बढ़ा दिया तो इट कैन बिहेव लाइक अ वेव. Of course, a subatomic particle called electron negative charge particle, अगर उसका तुमने स्पीड बढ़ा दिया to a very high extent, what happens? You can make it to behave like a wave. De Broglie ने बोला था, matter waves. Agreed? Einstein said that a light wave consists of uncharged particle called photon. So अगर a light consists of an uncharged particle called photon, okay, then de Broglie said it, why can't we take a subatomic particle and make it to behave like a wave? तो ये पिक अप इलेक्ट्रॉन, लेकिन वो साइक्लोट्रॉन का कंसेप्ट के अंदर चला जाएगा. यहाँ पे तो पार्टिकल एक्सेलरेटेड कर सकते हो, उनको एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट कर दो. लेकिन यहाँ पे हम क्या करते हैं मालूम है? यहाँ से भी जो भी एक्सेलरेटेड पार्टिकल होगा वो कौन से होंगे? ध्यान से देखना. Either you can consider an electron or a proton of few ions. For what? For what? In order to understand certain phenomena. For example, artificial radioactivity. आर्टिफिशियल रेडियोएक्टिविटी क्या है? यानी क्या कहते हैं, तुम एक स्टेबल एलिमेंट ले लो. अगर मेरे को स्टेबल एलिमेंट लिया, ओके, स्टेबल एलिमेंट फ्रॉम द पीरियोडिक टेबल, उसको अनस्टेबल बनाओ ना, अनस्टेबल बनाओ बाय बॉम्बार्डिंग बाय व्हाट? बाय बॉम्बार्डिंग बाय अ प्रोटॉन और बाय एन अल्फा पार्टिकल. तो क्या हुआ? वो स्टेबल से अनस्टेबल हो जाएगा. Along with emissions of what? Emissions of energy we consider. What exactly these are? Artificial radioactive we consider. तो उसके लिए हमें चाहिए क्या? हमें हमें पार्टिकल्स को एक्सेलरेट कराना है और उसको मूव करके देना है टू स्ट्राइक टू सर्टेन स्टेबल एलिमेंट्स. So the purpose of this is simply to accelerate the particle. Which kind of particles are going to accelerate? So we can accelerate particles such as electron, proton, or ions. That is the subatomic particles. Is this much clear? सबसे पहले just hardly 5 minutes and the thing will be over, students. Now, when you move for the diagram, students, what exactly Venn diagram generator is actually speaking about? A coronal discharge. As we consider the surface of the sun, we consider, okay, the layers of the sun we consider. The corona is one more layer we consider, where it's a very high temperature we consider, and the charges are getting scattered. The solar flares की जैसे बाहर की तरफ, वैसे वो एक coronal discharge है. Charges are getting discharged into the surrounding we consider. तो वही concept यहाँ पे हो रहा है. यहाँ पे इसको ऑपरेट कितने वोल्टेज पे करते हो? 50 किलो वोल्ट. यानी ये जो सप्लाई है वो 50 किलो वोल्ट का है, डायरेक्ट करंट. यहाँ पे एक एंड को अर्थ करके रखा हुआ है, डीसी सप्लाई है. एक्सेलरेटर्स कौन सा? इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन्स, आयंस को लेते हैं. यहाँ पे हमें एंड में कितना वी कैन जनरेट अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस ऑफ टिल हाउ मच? 10⁻⁷ वोल्ट. क्या ये बढ़ा भी सकते हो? क्या ये बढ़ा भी सकते हो? हाँ, यू कैन इंक्रीज दिस आल्सो, बढ़ा भी सकता हूँ. एंड आई विल गिव यू मैथमेटिकल रिलेशन टू इंक्रीज दिस आल्सो. ओके. दूसरा, अब यहाँ पे जो चार्जेस होंगे, चार्जेस ऑन द सरफेस, आई डोंट वांट द चार्जेस टू मूव अवे. a simple example, अगर कोई सरफेस के ऊपर तुम्हें ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव चार्ज इंड्यूस हो चुका है, अगर तुम एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज डालते हो तो इसी के ऊपर डिपॉजिट होगा ना, एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज डालना तो इसी के ऊपर डिपॉजिट होगा, तो होगा क्या सर, ये जो पहला वाला चार्ज है दूसरे को रिपेल कराएगा, रिपल्शन तो होगा कि नहीं होगा, लेकिन मुझे चार्ज को इंड्यूस कराना है. Why? Because I need to increase its capacitance. We consider in that case. Are you getting it? So in that case, I can use anything. अगर उसको deposit कराना है, I want to go on increasing, तो क्या करूँगा? So इसके surrounding में I try to put certain gas. और वो gas ऐसा होना चाहिए कि it should behave like an insulator. It should not conduct. और दूसरा, it should be at a certain high pressure. Which is that gas? Nitrogen freon at high pressure. वो यहाँ पे provide. ये जो dotted part है ना, यहाँ पे है. Agreed. Nitrogen and freon has been used at a high pressure in order to prevent any kind of discharge we consider for, in order to prevent repulsion. Now there are two kinds of spray students. एक होगा स्प्रे जहां से चार्ज इंड्यूस होगा, दूसरा कलेक्टर होगा. ये दोनों मेटालिक कोम्स है. कोम है जिसका सरफेस जो है ना, एंड है ना, एंड इज पॉइंटेड. इसका मतलब क्या होगा सर? सिग्मा चार्ज पर यूनिट एरिया. अगर सपोज ये कोम सारे पॉइंटेड रखूंगा मैं, तो इसका इफेक्ट बहुत अच्छा होगा स्टूडेंट्स. यानी जितने भी कोम है ना, ये सारे मेटालिक और ये सारे पॉइंटेड है. हुआ क्या सर, एरिया कम रखोगे तो सरफेस डेंसिटी ज्यादा होगा, चार्जेस को अब्जॉर्प्शन और रिलीज ज्यादा अच्छी तरह से होगा. तो ये तुम्हारे मेटालिक कोम्स है. ए को मैंने क्या दे दिया? स्प्रे ब्रश. सी को मैंने क्या दिया? कलेक्टर ब्रश. P1 P2 क्या है? पुलीज है. और जो ऑपरेट कैसे होते हैं? डीसी मोटर से ऑपरेट होते हैं. ओके, कंसिस्टेंटली मूव होते हैं. और उसके ऊपर मैंने कन्वेयर बेल्ट लगा दिया. बेल्ट यानी इट्स मेड अप ऑफ सिल्क. इट्स अ सिल्क बेल्ट, ओके, व्हिच इज एन इंसुलेटर. डी इज दिस पर्टिकुलर डोम. अभी ध्यान से सुनना. जैसे मैं स्विच ऑन करूंगा होगा क्या? पुली विल स्टार्ट रोटेटिंग, द बेल्ट विल स्टार्ट मूविंग. Look at the comb A and the belt. You have silk and you have the metallic comb. Please students, the metallic comb is pointed and it's placed very close to the silk. जैसे जैसे सिल्क ऊपर की तरफ जाता रहेगा, क्योंकि मोटर चालू है, comb तो उधर ही है, सिल्क ऊपर जाएगा, क्या होगा? एयर जो होती है इन बिटवीन starts ionizing. अगर एयर आयनाइज हो जाएगा तो व्हाट इज द चार्ज इंड्यूस ऑन सिल्क? पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, बिकॉज यहाँ पे फुल्ली नेगेटिव चार्ज, ये तो मेटालिक कंडक्टर है. तो सिल्क के ऊपर कौन सा चार्ज इंड्यूस होगा? पॉजिटिव. और ये चार्ज कहाँ पे पहले डिपॉजिट होना शुरू करेगा? P2 की तरफ होगा. जैसे बेल्ट ऊपर जाएगा तो देखो चार्ज ऊपर की तरफ गया, ये ऊपर गया, यहाँ पे आ गया. जैसे चार्ज ऊपर आएगा वहां पे कौन चार्ज रिसीव कर देगा? ये दूसरा कोम, जिसको बोलते हैं कलेक्टर ब्रश. यानी दिस चार्ज हैज बीन पुल्ड बाय दिस पर्टिकुलर कोम. Will you see charge on the other side of the conveyor belt? No. तो जितना भी चार्ज है वो कोम ऑब्जॉर्व कर लेगा. चार्जेस ऑलवेज रिसाइड ऑन द सरफेस. तो जितने भी चार्ज हो गए वो सारे सरफेस के ऊपर अलाइन होना शुरू कर देंगे. और ये हुआ तुम्हारा डोम. क्या इतना क्लियर हुआ सबको? Is this clear with everybody?
Sir,
Yes.
could you please explain the role of N2 again?
It's nitrogen and freon.
Nitrogen.
Are the gases. These are the gases which acts as an insulator, my dear. They do not ionize. Okay.
Okay.
And there's a high pressure onto it, so there's a charges that does not undergo repulsion. They get deposited on the dome itself.
All right. Thank you.
Now what happens? These charges are produced over here. They rest on the surface in that case. Now what happens? तुम क्या करो? एक पॉजिटिव चार्ज यहाँ पे एक जनरेट करो. You can have a proton or an electron or an ion. जैसे तुमने अगर suppose because this is positive charge, we consider a positive charge मैंने यहाँ पे induce कर दिया, तो होगा क्या सर? ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज इसको रिपेल करेगा, तो उससे होगा क्या? ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज का मोशन हो जाएगा, एक्सीलरेट होगा, and this is the window through it's going to come out and it's going to hit the target. And that's the purpose of use of this particular Van de Graaff generator. It can be used to accelerate the particle and can use to understand the concept of artificial radioactivity. Now suppose अगर मुझे capacitance बढ़ाना है, तो what's the formula? So Q is equal to CV. What is C is equal to? Q by V. Can you tell me what exactly the potential of a charge capacitor, a spherical conductor? What exactly potential? So formula is what? 1/4 pi epsilon naught K, Q by R. Can I substitute over here? V का फॉर्मूला, हाँ सर Q तो है अपॉन ये Q आ जाएगा, ये पूरा न्यूमरेटर में चला जाएगा, Q and Q will get cancelled. Students देखो, capacitance of a Venn diagram generator is given by what formula? O pi epsilon naught A for a medium into R. क्या ये पूरा constant है? Yes. So can I say capacitance of a Venn diagram generator? Can I say directly proportional to the radius? Directly proportional to the radius of the dome. यानी
Yes.
अगर सपोज तुमने रेडियस और बढ़ाया तो कैपेसिटेंस और बढ़ेगा। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ? If you increase the radius, the capacitance also will increase. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught K into R because Q is equal to CV, C is equal to Q by V. Q will get cancelled, so that's why C is proportional to R we consider. तो यहाँ पे मैंने look into it कि अगर तुम्हें इसका capacitance बढ़ाना है तो radius को बढ़ाते जाओ। So the A we consider is the charge creator, C is a charge collector. Charge is always reside on the surface. Electrostatic force of repulsion and can be used as a gun in that case. Is this clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. This is your end of your chapter, students. Okay, shall we wind up now?